First, get a telephone no one would have in real life.
Oh, hello.
Then, please do way too much business with the phone. Really show the audience you've been working with the prop all week. And then, ladies and gentlemen, a one-sided phone call. Ravi, a melodramatic wash, please.
Oh, hello. Well, John, I'm sure. The police? That's who you are.
That was a bit from Oh, Hello, Broadway, starring Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. The two-man comedy on Broadway riffs off the 70-something Upper West Side New York characters the duo created and have been having fun with for years. Joining us now is actor, writer, producer, and stand-up comedian Nick Kroll to tell us more about the show and his new movie, Loving. Nick, welcome. So great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us the origin story of these two guys. I heard something about a moment at the Strand bookstore.
Yes, my friend John Mulaney and I were about 10 years ago hosting a comedy show in the East Village, and we were looking for something to do to sort of, that would be interesting to host the show as, and we were at the Strand, and we like to joke the slogan is 18 miles of books, 22 miles of loneliness. And we saw these two older, sort of really typical New York guys, turtleneck blazer, kind of very specific New York guys. They were both buying their own copies of Alan Alda's autobiography, Never Have Your Dog Stuffed. And they both bought their own copies, left, went to this diner, and we followed them there, and they both read their own copies separately. It was like the kind of guys you're like, these guys won't share a book, but they are likely sharing a Murphy bed.
They're those Upper West Side guys who maybe the 70s was the heyday for them.
Yeah, it was like a kind of those Woody Allen era guys when a guy could be like an architect and have hair that looks like a mop, and women are like, what a catch.
Right. So even though you're making fun of them, there's love there. Because, hey, we could all end up like that in a couple decades,
I would,
right?
you know, yeah, I think I'm already well on my way. But I do, it's all with love. It's all, I mean, I think if you're going to inhabit guys like this, as we have done for 10 years, you have to have a real affinity for them. 10
years, and you're never at a loss for material.
No, we had varying levels of doing it. We started doing it on my sketch show, Kroll Show, which was on Comedy Central, and then brought it to off-Broadway and now Broadway. And so but every time we do it, we learn more about them, and we consistently are doing it in a new medium,
right.
and you just keep writing and growing them.
They seem like such a specific New York type, but yet they seem to resonate with everyone. Why do you think that is?
I think, one, because people, whether you're from New York or not, you know these kinds of men. There are, you grew up, everyone sort of knows Woody Allen or knows Friends, so they know what New York or Seinfeld. Yeah. And then also, I think, weirdly, we prank people with too much tuna fish, which is a ridiculous thing, but tuna is this weird universal bonding mechanism.
Yeah, that's true.
And the truth is there are liberal racists all over this country.
And you're tapping into that.
Yes, exactly.
All right, let's talk about your serious role.
Very serious.
We're going to turn a corner here in the new movie Loving, which is coming out tomorrow. We have a clip of you in it we're going to play.
Great.
We're not going to let you spend 1 minute longer in jail than it takes us to get down there to get you out, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
You did a good job today. I sure appreciate what y'all doing.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You know they aren't going back to Washington. And there's no guarantee we can get them out if they get arrested again.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the film is based on the true case of the couple, the loving couple, that were in an interracial marriage, which unbelievably was against the law at the time.
Yes.
And tell us about your character, because you play a real character, the plaintiff.
Yes, I play Bernie Cohen, who was the ACLU lawyer who was assigned to the case to take the case of Richard and Mildred Loving, who were arrested in Virginia for being married. Richard was a white man and Mildred was a woman of color, and they eventually brought the case to the Supreme Court. Bernie Cohen, alongside Phil Hirschkoff, were able to, with the Lovings, overturn the ban on interracial marriage. And yeah, Bernie was a real lawyer.
And Bernie is still alive. Did you talk to him when you were doing research?
You know, I didn't have a chance to talk to him, but there was a documentary that Loving is based on called, I believe, The Loving Story by Nancy Bursky, and it's an amazing documentary and really was the roadmap for all of us as we created these characters. Ruth Negga and Joel Edgerton, who play Mildred and Richard, we all were able to use these. There's so much of this amazing footage, and so I was able to watch a lot of stuff from that time when they were shooting a lot of film about them at the time of the case, and so it allowed us to have a lot of resources to play off of.
That's great. Now, your background being in comedy, this is straight up drama. Do you do a lot of straight drama roles?
No, I mean, I've been able to have I've done some sort of dramatic dramedies along the way, but this is the most sort of straight ahead drama that I've done. Although I guess I have some comedic moments in the movie, if you can consider them comedy. But yeah, for me, I think it just the variety of things to do, it keeps everything sort of new and interesting, and to be able to have a movie like Loving coming out while doing an incredibly silly show like Oh Hello on Broadway, I feel very, very fortunate.
I mean, your cup runneth over.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I know you've got a ton on your plate already, but is there anything beyond that you want to tell us about?
I've got an animated show coming out next year on Netflix called Big Mouth, based on me and my friend Andrew Goldberg growing up, going through puberty, which is also Andrew is voiced by John Mulaney, who's my partner in Oh Hello.
Right.
So it's an amazing cast of people, and it's all about sort of family and adolescence and really puberty, and that'll be on Netflix next year.
It's a great area to mine for laughs.
It is indeed. It was not a great time to go through as a human being, but looking back now, hopefully there's some humor in it.
I'm sure. Nick Kroll, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.